Welcome to One Final Stop, a show where we take a look at the underappreciated things in games that people seem to completely overlook but are equally as important as other elements. I want this to be a cozy show, a show you watch before bedtime or after a long day of work, so grab a drink of your choosing, wrap on up, and settle on in. This is One Final Stop. And there's no better place to start than Forza Horizon. For this series' inaugural episode, I wanted to start off with none other than Forza Horizon. It's time. 5 just came out in November on PC and Xbox, and this series is one that's near and dear to me. Has been since the second game came out, and still is to this day. Not only is the second game my favorite racing game of all time, but I'd probably consider this entire franchise to be one of the best in video games, period. Playground Games has had something special on their hands since the first, and they knew it. The same hook as the Assassin's Creed games is present. Which location will Playground pick to host a Forza festival? So far, it's been Colorado, Italy, Australia, the UK, and now Mexico. The hook doesn't work, though, if the developer does a crappy job at creating the location. Horizon doesn't have that added hook of a unique time period like Assassin's Creed, so the location truly has to feel like magic. And let me be the first to tell you, it does. Every single time. So why the hell aren't these games talked about more? This really was the first year that Forza had its time in the limelight. But I think I've got the answer. It's because they're racing games, which is absolute bullshit because these games are so much more. To be completely honest, it's incredibly hard to describe what makes these games so good, but I'm going to try my absolute damnedest because I think it's worth it. I'm going to get sappy, I'm probably going to get a little bit cheesy, but I promise it will all make sense. Weather is something that affects us all extremely differently, but it's one of those constants that affects all of us nonetheless. Whether it's driving through a snowstorm, sitting inside because it's too hot to go outside, or playing video games on a rainy day, weather plays with our emotions without us even realizing it, or maybe you're like me and you do realize it. Weather also creates an association and a link with a feeling in a certain moment. I know this all sounds a little sappy, but it does come together. The specific condition that instantly springs to mind is when it rains for the entire day, and then at the last possible opportunity it has, the sun decides to break through the clouds, and you're suddenly stuck with disgusting humidity and the blinding reflection off of the wet ground. Personally, I hate it. I like the rain. I know not everyone does, and trust me, it makes complete sense, but I like the rain. So when the sun comes up after a long day of rain, I don't like it. Just keep raining, and then tomorrow it'll be sunny again. I completely understand that not everyone thinks that way. I think it's quite fascinating that not everyone does feel that way, and it's absolutely because weather does different things to different people. That's the thing. Rain, sun, snow, lightning, thunder, whatever, it comes from the sky. Why is it that people find rain more attractive while it's sunny out than when it's not? Why would people rather it snow when it's darker? I like it when it rains at night. Some people might not. Suffice to say, the sky is everything. It's the sky's fault that you feel the way you do. Good news is happier when it's bright. Bad news is worse when it's a shit day outside. Light and the presence of the sun affects us in so many ways. This sounds so stupid, but I promise it does come together. How in the flying hell does this pertain to Forza? Well, it's easy. Playground is the best studio at realistic skyboxes, and it's not even close. When it comes to fictional skyboxes, Bungie has everyone beat. Try looking at the skyboxes of Destiny 2 and telling me otherwise. I'm right here. But when it comes to real-life skyboxes, it's not even close. Horizon has the best. Why is that? Because the skies you are seeing are literally real skyboxes. For Forza 5, the team went to Mexico and filmed the sky in 12K or something crazy like that. They did the same for Forza 4 and 3 and 2. Not sure about 1, but they probably did. I think you can start seeing where I'm going with this, though. With real skyboxes, Playground is also able to emulate real emotions, real feelings, real nostalgia. I get the same feeling that I do in real life when it rains in-game, only for the sun to come back out. I hate it all over again, but it's that feeling that makes me love it. They were able to pull off that magic. In Forza Horizon 4, there are seasons, my favorite being winter, of course, because of the snow. I love snow. I love the winter. I love the way snow makes me feel. With winters comes a sky that's completely different from the summer, and with a different sky comes different memories. Playing Forza Horizon 4 a couple nights ago, one of those magical moments happened. I was just driving on a back road, an open field to my left and woods to my right. Snow was slightly covering the roads, but was accumulating over the fields and in the forest. The sky was a dark blue with a pink underline. I lived in Ohio. I have fond memories of the snow. Winter break, having fun, being cold, drinking hot cocoa next to a fireplace, Christmas tree up, family chatting away. The sky brought all of that back, and it wasn't distracting. It added to the experience of just driving, building my skill chain up, and because of these real feelings, I was invested and enthralled. My heart was truly in the game. My emotions were directly connected to the game, and the sky was the link. All I was doing was driving, but Playground has done something to elevate the way you feel when you drive. You might not have these same memories, and this exact moment might not even ever happen to you, but I can promise you, if you just give in to the game, you will have one of these moments. Going back a bit further to the second game, Italy. No seasons, no snow, no feeling of cold. It is the exact opposite of 4's vibes during the winter. I'm going to play the intro of the second game real quick. It's the best intro cinematic ever. It may be a disservice to just watch it, seeing as it goes straight into gameplay at the end, which just further proves the point I'm about to make, but I think just watching it, you'll feel the video's intention.
Open your eyes. Listen closely to the sound of my voice. With every word and every number, you move faster and faster. On the count of 10, you will be in Horizon. I say, 1. Your pulse begins to quicken. 2. Your friends rattle in the back seat. 3. You're moving faster and faster, the ocean roaring beside you. 4. Your thoughts begin to wash away in a cloud of wind and dust. 5. Colored lights flurry in the distance. 6. The lights shudder. Everything lost in a thin blue haze. 7. You hurtle faster and faster into infinity. 8. The crowd thunders. 9. You cross into a larger, more colorful world. On the count of 10, everything you've ever known fades away. You will be in Horizon. I say 10.
It's hot, it's fun, it's sexy. It is a feeling. It's summertime in Italy, baby, and the Horizon Fest hath arrived. This is something the second game does better than any of the other games. Because it hones in on summertime, Italian summertime at that, the game is able to truly make you feel like you're in the heat of a drug-laden, light-flashing event. The game makes you feel the same way you would if you were going to a concert during the hottest day of the year. It's the racing equivalent of the Burning Man Festival. It's pure damn ecstasy. The way the intro frames it, Horizon Fest is like a fever dream. You pop a pill and you're magically transported to Italy during the height of the summer. No cars on the road other than race cars, and everyone's having a damn good time. Driving down the Amalfi Coast with a pack of 20 other supercars all making their way to Horizon Fest feels special. And it's because this is a party. You want to get out to the party as fast as possible. You are chasing the same emotions that you may have felt when school got out for the summer. The butterflies in your stomach when you meet someone at a party during the summer. This game perfectly encapsulates all of the good one may associate with summer and diffuses it across the entire game. Driving past the festival at night when the fireworks pop off brings back memories of the 4th of July, and suddenly you're right back where you were in the 4th game. Real memories, real emotions pulled out of thin air by a video game, by a feeling caused by the weather and the sky. Playground has curated radio stations in the game that go hand in hand with the way you drive, and what you're seeing when you drive that go hand in hand with the visuals. Block Party Radio in the 4th game, a hip-hop channel, hits differently during the winter for me. A Tribe Called Quest comes on the radio and you're driving in tire deep snow, the sun's setting, and it's right. The feeling is just right. Forza Horizon feels just right, and it makes you feel just right. Breaking it down to its simplest form, it really is just a racing game. I can't say anything otherwise. That's what it is. I could go on about the game design and the way cars feel, but that's not what makes Horizon special. I truly don't think so. It does all of those incredibly well, but that's not the game's draw. The game's draw is the pure emotional highs that it litters throughout. Something so simple elevates what would be a phenomenal open-world racing game to a phenomenal open-world racing game that is among the best video games ever. That simplicity, I believe, is the sky. Because Playground was able to recreate real skies, they were able to tap into the crevices of our memories and pull out only the warmest ones. There's a term in video games called hot dogging. I know it sounds a little abrasive, but it's comparing the way that hot dog stands in New York are littered about the same way that landmarks in open-world games are. They tantalize you to come over and check them out. Horizon is doing its own sort of hot dogging. It's not necessarily that you have to see the way this mountain looks. It's that you have to see if that mountain makes you feel something. That is what makes the Forza Horizon game so special. Once you have one of those moments, the moments of, I've been here before, you keep playing the game to see if you'll have more, and let me tell you, you will. I promise you that. I promise you those same emotions that popped up when you're driving in the snow A Tribe Called Quest comes on, DMX comes on, whatever. It'll happen again. It'll happen over and over and over again.